Hi there, it's Larry Podsbinski. I better turn this down. Maybe that's where the reverb's coming. That was where the reverb was coming from. Okay. I haven't made many videos lately. I didn't make many before. I guess I did some, but when I got on Stedo for tardive dyskinesia, like you see on TV, from mental health drugs, nerve damage, which this was thought to be permanent since I discovered I had it in 1979, which is what fueled and propelled my getting severely psychotic, because I didn't want those drugs fed anymore to me because they damaged me as it was. And there was no cure until I accidentally discovered it when my practitioner and I were looking for something for side effects for tremoring, shaking fingers, and whatever else at the time, drooling, I think. But so she started me on Austedo, and I said, "Well, what is this stuff?" And I looked it up and saw it was retarded dyskinesia, and I said, "Wow, I want more of it." And I did a video every 3 days, it seemed like, during those months, that year anyway. So I got situated on it, where I said the nerves come on, down to here, down to here, down to here, down to here, and then down, I can feel the surface of my skin again from the Austedo with tardive dyskinesia. But I also discovered tardive movement disorders, other ones caused by antipsychotic drugs, among them tardive dystonia, which causes scoliosis, which is curvature of the spine, which is what happened to me. And this only occurs in 9.8% of the people who take antipsychotics, and at tardive dyskinesia it affects 30% of people who take antipsychotics, drugs, medications. But my pain's not too bad today. I was at the dentist yesterday and had my bottom denture put in, and I'm doing well with it today. It was a nightmare yesterday. I don't care to go into the gross details. Blood clots forming in your mouth, and what a day it was, that ordeal. But so I'm past that now, and it's just a matter of healing up and learning to eat all over again now. But that's where I'm at these days, tying myself up with understanding how to do things around home and deal with myself, work with myself to get things done. Now the book, I'm reading my book. I'm rereading my book for the first time since I republished it in 2018, I think. I didn't read it again after that. But I'm reading, I'm about page 169 or something. And it's a really good read, but you have to be interested in the subject matter, which is what would be called today schizophrenia paranoid type, but not paranoid schizophrenia. Those scare words that they used for years. They changed to schizophrenia paranoid type. Residual type was what my diagnosis is today. So, but if you're interested in what that illness does to a person, that book explains exactly what goes through somebody's mind. They process as reality and live as reality and act out in the real world as reality, and what they're reacting to is hallucinations and delusions and things. So I spell it out clearly. People respond to that part of the book, and I see why. It shows what goes on in the psychotic mind, and afterwards in wellness too. I'm getting to that part of the book now. And I endorse the book because it's true. It's not been embellished or anything. It's all true. So, and if you want a real view in paranoid schizophrenia, it's the book, In the Grip of Paranoid Schizophrenia. That says 3rd edition in white. Mr. Larry Podsbinski. Anywhere you buy fine books, or at lulu.com. Also, my social worker friend, comrade, I guess, is I did an artificial intelligence edit on my second book last summer, and she's doing a fine line, few lines, words here and there throughout so many pages in between being perfect, and she's editing the book for me now, and that book will be republished as the extended edition because it extends with the fact that I know now why I had the back pain I was writing about all along in that book, one of the threads in the book, and recurring, and so now I know it's from the antipsychotic medication. The schizophrenia caused scoliosis. Antipsychotic drugs cause scoliosis. And nobody's going to tell me different because I know what I read, the profiles for this happening, and I know my own history of what drugs I was on when. So just because records don't exist, why should that negate my word? Everybody knows I was psychotic, took medication. A lot of people still living know that. So 50 years from medication causes it too, scoliosis. So either way you look, at the specific profile of one drug added to another was a combination of two drugs, Abilify and Risperidone, aripiprazole and Risperdal. But that combination causes scoliosis. 9.8% of the people overall have it. So, and nobody wants to hear about it because the world's in such an uproar and crazy, chaotic stage everywhere you look, no matter what you're watching. I did want to see the opening Olympic Games here, the opening of the Olympic Games tonight in 2 hours. But so I just want to make an appearance again and say I'm doing well. I'm maintaining, and it's hard. It's a struggle, especially being alone all the time. But if anybody would like to change that, you're welcome to approach me. but anyways, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just taking care of myself and getting back to the synthesizers over there behind me here. I mean, on a couple of different occasions, lately I've been playing with them again a few times. So I'm getting back into that, maybe picked it up as I work on this edited second book too. When I get to print out pictures back of her edits on the book, I have to change the manuscript. So that'll be time coming. I don't know when. I can't predict a date when it'll be done. So, but it's happening. So far, so good. So look forward to that. The extended version of in Xanax Withdrawal and Aging and Residual Schizophrenia, the extended edition. So thank you for your time and effort to listen to what I have to say. I appreciate it. If you're interested in these subjects of schizophrenia, my books are very helpful. And you can talk to me about it too. Thank you. Bye now.